There's a poem by a woman named Margaret Mead. She says, "To the living, I am gone. To the sorrowful, I will never return. To the angry, I was cheated. But to the happy, I am at peace. And to the faithful, I have never left. I cannot speak, but I can listen. I cannot be seen, but I can be heard. So as you stand in a vast forest, gazing at the stars, remember me. Remember me in your heart and in your thoughts, your memories of the times we loved, your memories of the times we shared. For if you always think of me, I will have never gone." We come here today with hearts that are full and minds that feel numb. There aren't really words to express the shock, the pain, and the unbelievable sadness that surrounds us. The only way to survive such an onslaught of the incomprehensible is to know that an even bigger halo of love and support circles you and will sustain you from being engulfed. Today is Angel's Day. We will stop to hear stories of her life, to stand in awe at her kind and generous nature, her love of people, and her playful spirit, to hear the music of her heart. We're here to cry together, to laugh together, to celebrate Angel's strength and courage, her warmth and care. You're here to acknowledge that Angel left a handprint on each of your hearts, and to express gratitude for the difference that she made in the world. Let's begin this time with a moment of silence, followed briefly by a prayer. Dear God of broken hearts, we come today in disbelief that this wonderful girl is no longer here with us. Angel, the beloved daughter and sister and friend, filled such a vibrant part of your world, and we're at a loss to see how we can fill that void. Be with each person here today as they seek comfort in memories, in hope, and in faith. Hold their hands and dry their tears. We ask for your blessing, your calming spirit, and your promise of peace for this family. And we thank you for the life of Angel. She was one of your special ones, and each one here considers themselves lucky that they had a part of her short stay. Thank you for this time, for this life, and for your love. Amen. Passage of scripture in the book of Hebrews says, "Be kind to everyone you meet, for in doing so, some have entertained angels without realizing it." I don't know why some things happen the way that they do. I think even some of the smartest scientists and greatest theologians among us have so much that they can't explain and don't understand. When Angel was just 7 days old, fresh out of the hospital and brand new in the world, her little body stopped breathing. For a moment, the whole world stopped with it. You guys have never forgotten that moment when you experienced your greatest fear come alive. And in so many ways, this past month has mirrored it, almost like a bookend to a beautiful, tragic life. Neither that early experience nor this recent one make any sense. Why would someone so young and so beautiful, with so much life ahead of them, have that life so seemingly meaninglessly cut short? We struggle to make sense of it, whether that first experience was a sort of warning, a way of letting you know not to take this life for granted, but to cherish every moment together. Or whether the past 21 years have simply been a gift, borrowed time, a mother's answered prayer, so that you could know Angel and the beautiful young woman that she became. And maybe it was both. But that moment that the world stopped when Angel was just 7 days old meant that her whole life you have worried about her. You haven't wanted to let her go. As a little girl, she would have nightmares, and you would hold her and comfort her and promise to meet her in your dreams in the butterfly garden. And she'd go back to sleep, and she'd rest peacefully. As she got older and faced other nightmares, bullying, anxiety, unspeakable things that happened to her, you were there for her, each of you, in the ways that you could be, and you helped her to get through. But Angel took those nightmares and that pain, and she transformed it too. She had a way of making everyone around her feel beautiful, feel special, feel cherished. With every encounter, she would brighten your day. An unexpected text, or a kind word, or the absolute acceptance that she offered, no matter what it was you were going through. More than one person said that she saved their life. She was the one who turned things around for them, helped them face their own nightmares, find their own butterfly gardens. We could talk about her gifts for doing hair and makeup, her love for music and anime, how beautifully she could sing, or how she was learning to play the guitar. We could talk about dreams that she had for forming a band or becoming a professional makeup artist, or how much fun she had working at Five Below or the Spirit Store. How she adored each of her nieces and nephews, coloring with you guys, or swimming, playing Candyland or video games. And how always the question was, where is Aunt Angel? As they would blow past grandparents and everyone else. We could talk about the poems that she'd write to Jesus at Christmas time. And how she'd insist on reading them before opening her own presents. About how her hair would blow in the wind, or the time that she insisted on jumping out of the car to stand with a balloon man on the street corner, letting her whole body blow free. How even with all she experienced in her short life, that's what we hope you'll remember. Angel standing in the wind, blowing free, and modeling for everyone around her how to blow free too. I don't know if any of you is up for it, but we want to just offer, if anybody wants to share maybe a favorite thing that you'll remember about Aunt Angel, or just something that you want to say. You certainly don't have to, but if anybody wants to say something.
Sure. It's okay.
It's real hard, so you don't have to.
You don't have to, okay? But if you want to, you can. Kayla, did you want to say anything, baby? Okay.
Like, I didn't know the spotlight be on me, so no.
Well, not only that, but
I think I'll say it later.
the way everything that you've said is like, you got it right where it needed to be, you know?
Good. Well, that's what we were hoping. You guys told
yeah.
me some of the things the other day, so I just was saying them for you.
And you know Mario Kart, Tristan.
No.
And what? Minecraft?
Oh, yeah. She got Minecraft for Christmas one year.
Okay.
Oh, she's talking about her sister stole something and stole it now.
No.
Okay.
We're veering.
Quiet's best.
I don't know why some things happen the way they do. And I think there's some things that we will never fully understand in this lifetime. But I do know this. I know that Angel's life made a difference. It impacted each of you and so many others who couldn't be here today. Angel taught you to be kind to the people around you, to really see them for the beautiful souls that they were, and to help them feel safe and feel free, and feel beautiful. And I know that even though it wasn't fair, and we don't have all the answers, that even in death, Angel's life made a difference. She had always wanted to be an organ donor when the time came. Because of how it happened, Angel's body gave life to at least 5 other people, and likely helped to so many more. She knew she wouldn't need it anymore, that in heaven she'd have a new body. And she was just as selfless in death as she had been in life. And you guys were selfless too. You had always dreaded letting her go, even though she wanted so much to be independent. And in the end, you gave her the greatest gift of all by letting her go. Donna Ashworth writes in a poem called That Moment, "There will often be much left unsaid when someone leaves. And so will begin many days of asking yourself, was I enough? Did I do enough? Did I love enough? You'll replay the final moments and your heart will fear that they felt pain, that they suffered too much, and that might haunt you in the night. But I believe with all my heart that heaven rinses those souls of their pain, their hard memories, their regrets, and their fear, washes all of that away and leaves only peace. And that heaven exists in that moment, that washing away, that deliverance of peace. There will be much unsaid when someone leaves, but none of it will matter because they will know in that moment. They will know." We have all kinds of ways that we try to make sense of death, whether it's mansions with streets paved of gold or big parties where we reunite with loved ones who've gone before. Maybe you think of the group who's gathered to welcome Angel, just as we're tearfully saying goodbye. All of her grandparents whom you lost over the last few years, who wrap her in their arms and welcome her home.
You hear that?
Maybe you think of the 5 other bodies in whom parts of her live on, or the ways that she will live on in each of you, and the ways that she touched your lives. However you make sense of it, I am confident that Angel is at peace. Now our hope is for the day that each of you will find peace too. Angel will always be part of you. I hope that you will treasure your memories of her, that you'll keep talking about her. Sometimes we're afraid to talk about somebody after a while. It's like we're afraid we'll make each other too sad. But it's really important to keep talking about her. Keep talking about all your favorite memories, or telling that we miss her, or telling that we're sad. It's okay to be sad. We can handle hard things. They're just hard. But it's so much easier when we have each other, because we can help each other get through. When Angel's body was escorted to the operating room, the hospital held an honor walk for her. The staff lined the hallways and they played one of her favorite songs, Courageous by Casting Crowns. The words are, "We were made to be courageous. We were made to lead the way. We could be the generation that finally breaks the chains. We were warriors on the front lines, standing unafraid. We were made to be courageous, and we're taking back the fight. We were made to be courageous, and it starts with us tonight. The only way we'll ever stand is on our knees with lifted hands. Make us courageous. Lord, make us courageous." I'm going to invite you guys, if you want to come put a hand on Angel's casket to say your own goodbyes in whatever way seems right to you. There's no magical way to do it. There's no way that it'll ever feel easy or feel like it's the right thing. But we're practicing one more time letting her go. We're practicing one more time letting her go, not because we want to lose her, but because, like before, she's already gone. And we know that that's what she'd want you to do. She'd want you to go live your lives, to find your peace, to not be afraid of this nightmare, but to meet her in the butterfly garden once more. So that's your task, is to figure out how to do that. And I know that you can. Y'all take care of each other and be good to each other. I'm going to let you take just a moment to say your own goodbyes, whatever it is that you need to do. And then when you're ready to leave here, you can leave her here knowing that she's okay. She's at peace, and she wants you to be okay too. Thank you guys for letting me be with you today.
Thank you.
So much.
Thank you.